Hi guys, hope you're doing well, hope you're thriving. My name is Doreen. If you're new here, you are welcome to my channel. This is a channel where we share lifestyle content that is authentic, motivational, encouraging, and fun. And in this video, I'm going to share with you one of my favorite trips. This video is long overdue. I have been planning to film this video for the longest time, and I'm finally doing it. I love traveling, and so in this video I'm going to share with you one of my favorite trips that I went to, and tips and tricks of traveling with a group or even traveling alone. And that is, drum rolls, Cape Town. Yeah, so I have traveled quite a bit, and Cape Town is one of my favorite places to be too. I keep promising myself that I am really, really going to go back to Cape Town for another trip because I feel like I didn't get enough of it. Yes, I'm going to share with you some of the tips and tricks of travel, but I'm going to use this trip, I'm going to use it as context. Because of COVID, the world has been cut off and closed off, but now the world is opening up again. We thank God. And of course, now travels and tours are now possible. Airports are accessible, different places are accessible. Yeah, so now you can travel. So anyway, the video has been long overdue, but I think it's the right time to do it. Yeah, so tip number one for travel is you have to plan and save up for the trip. So for example, for the Cape Town trip, we planned as a group, we went as a group. So we started saving. We did not save for long, by the way, for this trip, but you can start like saving in Jan for your trip in December or something like that. These people you see going for holidays or for trips, like they do not just wake up and go. They save up for a certain period of time and then they go. At least that's what I've been doing. Yeah, so you plan your destination. Where do you want to go? I want to go to South Africa. I want to go to Cape Town. How much relatively do I need to go in terms of air ticket, in terms of accommodation, feeding, visiting different places, or transport while in the city? And then you plan and save up for that. And then another thing that you should know before you travel is to know the places that you want to visit. Otherwise, you reach there and you'll just be stranded. Yeah, so for example, when I was going to Cape Town, I knew I wanted to visit Bokap. You know that place, is it called Bokap? That place that has different colored houses. I knew I wanted to visit that place. Another thing that I knew I wanted to visit was the Table Mountain frame, that frame that has that, inside. Okay, like when you're standing this side of the frame, through the frame you see the Table Mountain. Yeah, I knew I wanted to visit that place and take a picture on that Table Mountain, that Table Mountain frame, which I did. I am going to insert pictures in this video. You are going to enjoy the trip with me. Another place that I knew I wanted to visit was the southernmost point of Africa, mostly because my friend got engaged there. So when we went to Cape Town, I purposed to visit that place, and I also leave a picture there. Another place that I hadn't planned to visit but turns out is a very important place that one has to visit when they go to Cape Town is Robben Island, where the Nelson Mandelas and all that, where they were arrested, where they're incarcerated and all that. And a cool thing happened during that time when we went to South Africa, when we went to Cape Town. On our Robben Island trip, the people who are in jail with Nelson Mandela, those guys, they're the ones who came back to take us through. Like, okay, I think they're still there. They're taking people around the whole place. So they're the ones who came. Like they came, they were like, people, someone else is telling our story, and they're not telling it very well. We can tell it better. Yeah, so they came back and they're the ones who take you around the jail and all that, telling you stories of everything that happened. So that was a cool place to visit. Another place that I visited and enjoyed the Kirstenbosch Gardens. We visited the Kirstenbosch Gardens when we went for the bus tour. Oh my God, you guys, if you go to Cape Town, go for the bus tour. And I would recommend that you go for the bus tour that goes, around the Table Mountain or outside of town. You know, there are two. There's one that goes around town, and then the one that goes outside. I went on the one outside. That's the one I can recommend, because I don't know the one inside how it is. In town, we just moved around and all. But the one that goes around, oh my God, it was so much fun. Yeah, so I also enjoyed the bus tour. And then another place that we visited was the Two Oceans Aquarium. That was also really nice and fun. Very many different types of sea animals, sea fish, sea creatures to see. It was so nice, actually. It was really nice. I'm going to leave all the pictures here. This is a photo dump for you guys. Yeah, so when you're planning a trip, make sure you know the places that you want to visit. Another tip that I would give is know the prices of accessing those places. There are some places which are free, there are some places which you require a certain amount to access. So when you're planning a trip, make sure you go on Google and find out the prices so that your financial plan is in line with your enjoyment plan. Yeah, if I may say it like that. Because like the Table Mountain frame, it was free to access, but then the Table Mountain itself, like going up to the Table Mountain, it was not free. Yeah, so you have to know the places that you want to visit, know prices of accessing those places as well. Then another tip for travel is you have to figure out the transportation around the city or around the place that you have visited. So you can either hire a car or you just use Uber. Yeah, so either of them can work for you. Another thing that you should consider is accommodation. Where are you going to stay? Are you going to stay in a hotel? Are you going to use Airbnb? Are you going to be hosted by a friend or family or something like that? So when you're planning a trip, you also have to consider that. For our trip to Cape Town, my friend and I were hosted by our friends. Shout out to them. I don't know if they would like us to, you know, say their names here, but I was really grateful to have friends there that could host me. So the accommodation cost was, not part of the financial cost that I incurred. And then for transport, we hired a car. Since we were a group, we hired a car and then we contributed fuel to the car. So that's how we were able to move around and go everywhere that we wanted. Yeah. However, if you travel using a travel agent, I think all these things will be catered for: the transport, the accommodation, the places that you want to see. You can tell them the places that you want to see so that they custom make your package if you use a travel agent or a touring company. Yeah, I think they can do that for you. So another thing that you should consider when going for a trip, you should consider going with some shopping money. Okay, it's optional. Yeah, but it would be nice if you came back with some souvenirs, some nice clothes, some nice shopping for yourself and for your loved ones. Yeah, so if you could save a little more for shopping, that would be good. I know there are some cities or some countries that have good stuff that encourage shopping. Some you just go and see the different features, the different places, visit the different places and come back. So it is all up to you. The shopping is really optional for an adventure. But it's also an adventure on its own. Another thing to consider is to get ready mentally and emotionally to take in the sights that are presented during your travel. Live in the moment, enjoy those moments, enjoy the travel, enjoy the scenery, enjoy, take in all that, like take it in, breathe it in and enjoy it. Yeah, be in the moment and enjoy it. Enjoy the adventure and make memories. Be in the moment, enjoy the travel. Yeah, so those are some of the tips to consider when planning for a trip. I'm going to leave some more pictures of my South Africa trip. It was really a beautiful trip. And I'm also leaving this here maybe for memories for years later when I look back and I can see that, wow, I had a good trip. And these are the memories. Yeah, and if you travel to South Africa, I hope that you will also visit those places that I have shared. And if you're planning a trip, I hope you consider some of the tips and tricks that I've shared with you. And yeah, so go make some memories. Go make some memories. Go have fun. Go enjoy yourself. Yeah, so that is it for this video. And once again, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you have watched and enjoyed the video, hit the like button, and you can leave a comment below. In the comment section below, you can let me know if you'll consider going to Cape Town for a trip, using considering all the pictures that I have shared. Have they enticed you to go to Cape Town for a trip? Like, have you put it on your bucket list? For the longest time, Cape Town has always been on my bucket list, and when I kicked it off, I was so excited and so happy. Yeah. So now that the world has opened up, you can go and explore, go and adventure, go and make memories. Personally, I'm planning on going back to Cape Town. There are some places I didn't see, and I am planning on going back, guys. I hope we can go back together. Yeah? Yeah. So this is going to be among the travel series that I do. I'm going to bring you along on some of the trips that I've been to and my experiences there, so that if you're planning a trip in that particular place or that country, at least you have somewhere to start from. Like, you have some information about the place that you are going to. Is going to be a travel series. Like, I'm going to create a highlight in the playlist for it, and we shall call it the travel series. Yeah, and I'll keep adding it to as I travel. Yeah, so that is it for today. As we always say on this channel, progress is progress, no matter how small. So keep moving, keep growing, and keep glowing. Thank you for watching. See you in the next country. Bye bye.